So the next talk is going to be by Venkat Sampath Raja Gogineni. It's on multi-agent goal delegation problem. No.
Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Right. So thank you, everyone. So I'll be presenting my work on multi-agent goal delegation. So yeah, so first let's get to the motivation. So my motivation is underwater vehicles. So there are many distributed underwater vehicles working on for the same mission, but they have their individual different goals. And while they head on to achieve their goals, the real world in the real world, there are many unexpected situations that would happen, and plans do not go according to the plan always. So there could be partial observability as well. And in those situations, and when the agent is out of resources in a distributed multi-agent system, the agent should be able to delegate its goals to other agents such that the mission is more important, and the other agents would be able to receive those goals and perform the mission for these goals. And there are several discrepant situations underwater. For example, there could be obstacles, and there could be the battery of the agent could be uh, uh, limited and while it's performing the missions, and there could be obstacles, and there could be weeds where our agent would get stuck. And in those situations, in those dire situations, the agent should be smart enough to delegate its goals to the other underwater agents, and hopefully help them achieve the mission. So why is goal delegation needed? So basically because of limited resources and partial observability, and unexpected situations or discrepant events happen. And what should the agents delegate? The agent should be able to delegate the goals, and also should be able to share the knowledge that is required for the other agents to achieve the goals. And remember, this is a partial observable situation. Not every agent could be able to observe all the other agents. And so the delegating agent should be able to share the required knowledge such that the other receiving agent would be able to achieve the goals. And yeah, so let's get started. So here are basically a bunch of research questions that I have. And basically the major research question is, when you have a distributed agent such as this and very limited communication, how would these agents share their goals in unexpected situations or in the real world, or basically delegate the goals in unexpected situations or real world? So first, so let's say an agent is encountered an unexpected situation, and it could not achieve all the goals that it has. So now it should decide on what goals it should delegate, and basically it should also select another agent, like who should it delegate to among multiple other agents in the environment. It should decide on that, and it should also share the required knowledge with the other agent so that the other agent would be able to achieve the goal. And it should also make a decision on its own thinking what the other agents would require. And finally, it's up to the receiving agent. It should also be smart enough to whether to accept the delegated goals or reject them. And for this research work, we made some assumptions. And all the agents in our multi-agent environment are honest, and all the agents are distributed in nature, meaning that they have their initial goal allocation. So initially they're not supposed to work together. They have their individual goals, and they need to achieve their individual goals. And the last assumption is that they have some standard communication framework already set up, so that when in dire situation, they could be able to communicate with the other agents. And with these assumptions, we'll go forward. So here's the outline of my talk. So first, we will be looking at different algorithms. So we'll be looking at why there is a need for detection of we'll be looking at how we are doing the goal delegation detection and what goals we are trying to delegate, what goals an agent would be trying to delegate. And in the second, we'll be looking at how an agent would select multiple agents in the, how an agent would select another agent among the multiple agents in the environment to delegate its goals. And basically, we'll also be looking at the knowledge sharing algorithm on what knowledge, what is the required knowledge that should be delivered to the receiving agent so that it would understand and pursue the delegated goals. And finally, we'll also be looking at the goal acceptance and rejection algorithm of the receiving agent. So the receiving agent should be smart enough to accept or reject. So we'll be looking at that algorithm. And finally, we'll be looking at the experimental research and conclude with the future work. So when should an agent delegate? So basically, let's say we have an agent J, and when should it basically delegate? So when the agent could not achieve its goals, then it should perform goal delegation. And this agent is distributed in nature. So when it should perform the resource estimation for the goals, and when it does not feel like it's going to achieve all its goals, then it should perform goal delegation. So the below algorithm would say the same thing. So basically, it would say that the agent would be able to pursue goal selection basically with the maximum priority and the minimum resources. So it should be able to select the goals that it could achieve. And if it's out of resources for the remaining goals, then the agent should be able to delegate that goals to the other agents. So while the agent has enough resources to do, and it should perform a resources, it should select the goals based on maximum priority and minimum resources that the goals would take. And finally, perform resource estimation for the goals that it selected. And finally, it would make a difference on what goals it could achieve and what goals it could not achieve based on these resources. And GD would be the goals that would be delegated to the other agents. So in a short sentence, when the agent could not be able to achieve its goals, or when the agent does not expect that it could not achieve its goals, then those are the goals that the agent would delegate to the other agent. So agent selection. So so let's say we have the current agent with goal agenda, with its goal agenda G hat. So the current agent has its own goals, and now it needs to delegate it GD, which we have seen from the previous algorithm. So it needs to delegate the delegated goals to specific agent I. How does it select an agent I? So for that, we're using theory of mind approach. So the agent does not, because in the underwater situations, communication is very limited, and the agent could not directly communicate with all the other agents in the environment. So the agent should be using its own knowledge, or its own knowledge about other agents to decide to select an agent for goal delegation. For that, we assume that the agent knows what the other agent is, what all the other agents are capable of. Like we know that their domain knowledge, but we do not know their exact states or their beliefs or what they're encountering right now. So for that reason, we've used landmarks for the delegated goals. So basically, these landmarks are the states which exist in every plan for any goal. So if you were to write all the plans for the goals, every plan would have these landmarks, and we will obtain these landmarks for the delegated goals based on the current agent's knowledge, and try to estimate the cost for the first landmark for all the other agents in the environment, and with just the knowledge of the agent. So we're using the theory of mind approach here. With just the knowledge of current agent, it would try to estimate the cost of all the other agents to achieve the first landmark, and based on our known states and their domain knowledge. And it would basically select the agent that would give us the least cost to perform the goal, and it would then select the agent to delegate its goals. Now, let me describe a situation here. So we have a Grace, which is an underwater agent. We have Franklin, which is an underwater agent, and we have another agent, which is Remus. All these three agents are underwater agents, and they have their individual goals to survey these cells for the red dots, which are basically fish, to identify the fish. So all they would do is survey these regions. And while Grace is surveying this region, it was blown out of the region and it could not move. So at that specific situation, what it does is it tries to find the landmark. It tries to delegate this specific goal to, which is 0, 1, to survey 0, 1 to other agents. So the landmark for this specific goal is that it should be at this specific location in order to survey. So the state would be at 0, 1. So it would plan the estimated cost for all these agents for this specific state, and the ones that has the minimum cost will be selected. So in here, Franklin is more closer to Grace, so Grace would then select Franklin to delegate its goals. And yeah, so coming to the knowledge sharing between agents. So now we have selected a specific agent to delegate our goals, and how to decide what is the knowledge that the agent I would require in order to achieve the delegated goals. So this is from the perspective of agent C. It does not directly communicate with agent I. Instead, it should use its own knowledge about agent I, and it should basically share the knowledge that the agent I lacks in order to achieve the delegated goals. So here's our knowledge sharing. So basically what it does is agent I has some agent C, which is agency with
Sampath, this is your 5-minute heads up.
Okay. So basically it will share the knowledge that the agent has related to the goal. So it would plan for the first landmark and what are the states that the agent has and the other agent is missing is the ones that the current agent would delegate the goals. So yeah, and going forward, and similarly for the receiving agent, whether to accept or reject the goal. So it would basically estimate the amount of resources that could that it could do with its goal agenda, and if the delegated goal would fit in its goal agenda, then it would accept the goal, or else it would reject the goal. And here's our experimental setup. We have 3 agents, Grace, Franklin, and Remus. So Grace has this blue area initially allocated to it, and Franklin has this green area, which is initially allocated to survey, and Remus the red area. And there are 2 flow affected regions, meaning when the agent is at this specific location, then it could not move. There's too much flow that the agent would be out of the area, and all it could do is delegate the goals to other agent. And the experiment is set up in this way. And yeah, so we have different types of multi-agent systems to compare. So one, we have ideal agent where there are no anomalies, meaning there are no flow affected regions as well, and each agent does their own goals perfectly. There is no need for delegation. And we have a baseline agent, as the name suggests. It does not delegate at all, but yeah, so when it's encountered, it does not delegate at all. And there is a goal delegation agent where it performs agent selection, as we mentioned, but does not share the knowledge. And we have a random agent which would randomly select another agent. And then, so the idea of these agents are to show that each algorithm would be performing better than the other, and finally compare it with the random agent. So the last agent would use all our algorithms which we have spoken of, like the acceptance rejection and knowledge sharing and goal delegation, and even the one before only does acceptance and rejection, but does not share the knowledge. So coming to our graphs, on the x-axis, we have the time limit, which goes to 600. And on the y-axis, we have the percentage of goals achieved. We perform 100 experiments for each agent with two different seed values and averaged across that. And right, so the one at the bottom is the baseline agent, and the one at the top is an ideal agent. And the one after the ideal agent, this one is basically the basically our agent, which is performing all the algorithms. And you could see it is clearly increasing over time. It could be able to perform all the goals. And the reason it could not get to 100% is because we have flow affected regions and no agent could survey because of the heavy flow in the region. And the next would be the acceptance and rejection algorithm, where the agent does not share the knowledge but performs all the other algorithms. And the next one is basically the delegation one, and the one below it is the random agent, which delegates the goals randomly. And finally, the bottom is baseline agent. To conclude our research, so we have performed goal delegation, and the agent needs to detect the goal delegation and perform agent selection, provide required knowledge, and finally, the receiving agent would decide to accept or reject the goals. And in future research, we would like to use explanations. So one agent should be explaining the motivations behind the goal to the other agent, so that the other agent would understand these motivations and prioritize the goals according to the mission or the high level goal. And we would also like to use usurpation, where if an agent is idle, it would ask other agents in the environment to achieve its goals. So that's that's one we're trying to pursue. And we would also like to explore goal sharing using hierarchical goal networks. So in this research, we expected all our agents are capable of doing the goals, but instead there could be agents which may not be capable of doing the goals which are delegated to them. In that situation, the agents could only do partial goals and delegate all the partial goals to the other agent. We would like to explore that as well. And having said that, I would like to conclude my talk. Thank you.
Any questions? So if not, I have one. So is this a distributed system or a centralized system?
This is a distributed system, meaning each individual agent would have their own goals, and they would only there is only need for delegation when they are in dire situations or unexpected situations happen.
Yeah, thank you. And so again, if you have any questions or discussions, please feel free to post your questions on Slack, and we'll adjourn for a coffee break, and we'll meet back at 11:30 EST.